Hi, my name is Mario Scolari and I'm part of Nativa Furniture. A furniture company created 10 years ago with the whole purpose of providing Spanish, Mediterranean, and contemporary furniture collections, crafted in beautiful exotic woods. If you're in the market for exotic heirloom furniture, let me give you a few tips that will allow you to find furniture that will last your lifetime. So there are three main areas that you want to look for when shopping for good quality furniture. The first is whether the product is made with solid wood or with natural or artificial veneers. I personally recommend and I like solid wood for many reasons. It's really hard for a veneer to look like wood, so people that come visit you, they will be able to tell that the product is not made out of solid wood. For example, this table, it's completely made out of solid wood. It has a 2-inch thick top, and not every product has to be this thick. You can buy 2-inch, half-inch, whatever. The important thing about a table like this is that, number one, the wood shows. Number two, it can be refinished. The product, when it's made out of wood, it looks alive, and that's very important when you're actually trying to use a furniture that will pass on to generations. Secondly, you see this piece of wood that I have here. We show this to customers to show them how a tabletop should be made. In the case of these, it uses a tongue and groove, which is designed to avoid warping and splitting when on a tabletop. Second of all, it has these bolts that when here in California, for example, we have the Santa Ana days, and when these bolts help in contraction and expansion to keep the table always in one piece. Then there are other areas in terms of craftsmanship, as we said, that you want to look for when identifying good furniture. Let's go to this cabinet here. For example, panels on cabinets that are made out of solid wood should be assembled with floating panels. Floating panels are pieces of wood that can expand and contract depending on weather. We always use in our cabinetry, and you always should look for these type of panels when shopping for good furniture. Then, your drawers are important. I've seen many times drawers that fall apart because don't have the appropriate craftsmanship. This drawer has both in the front and in the back what's called dovetail, which is a type of joinery that ensures that the drawer will not move, will not warp, will not fall apart for many, many years. Then, crowns, molding should always be made out of solid wood. Why? Because it's really hard for a veneer to attach. It's really hard for a veneer to be refinished. And at the end of the day, people will be able to tell if the product is made out of wood or not. And then the finish is something that it's really, really important. I hear a lot of customers asking us how our products are made. I recommend that when you're looking for fine furniture, there are certain things that you want to look for. Number one is, are you a person that likes to maintain furniture? If you are, then I recommend a finish like it's on this table. It's a wax and oil finish that needs maintenance a couple of times a year. The advantage on a wax finish is that the wood shows better. And the other advantage is that scratches can be easily removed by applying more oil or more wax into the surface. The biggest downside on wax is that it reacts to heat and moisture, and so if you have kids and they drop a glass of water or milk, they can it will leave a mark and you will need to re-wax the table. My recommendation, and what we sell the most, is a polyurethane or a water-based lacquer finish, which is what this table has. These will allow you to avoid placemats, and you can eat on top of the table and not worry about spills, heat, moisture, and other things that no matter what, your friends and your family will leave when eating on a meal. Also, these type of finishes will show sheen better, will allow us, for the furniture maker, to produce a higher gloss, to produce higher and different colors in the wood, while when looking for or when finishing products in wax, it's a lot harder to produce that type of finish. So I try to describe what you should look for when shopping for fine furniture. Here in Nativa, we craft furniture that is made to last a lifetime. And I'd like to invite you to come and visit us. We are located at 142 South Cedros Avenue in the heart of the Cedros Design Center in Solana Beach. Our number is 858-794-0003, and we have a great group of staff members that will help you find what you're looking for.